So I just got home from ER, and this hospital was garbage. Like, it was like, I don't understand, because it was a Woodlands hospital. It should be so nice. These doctors are brain dead. Like, they gave me an IV with Nixium in it. And, like, my friend was telling me that it was, like, just a completely wrong drug that they should be giving me for, like, pain. And, like, I kept having, like, to call the nurses back in the room to do things, like, that were obvious that you would do as a nurse. Like, pull the IV out of my arm. I was like, so you're gonna get the IV out now? She's like, oh, I forgot about that. Like, what do you mean? Like, oh my god, now my gum. I don't know. Can you see it? Can you see anything there? My gum. Oh. My gum up there hurts me now. I don't know if I have to go to the dentist or something, but I don't understand why my gum up there would hurt me. I'm literally dying. I'm literally dying. And like, I asked for a glass of water because I was so thirsty, and this useless nurse literally denies me water. So I had to irk it on her face. And then, I told them I wanted to just get my blood work from the other place that I already got my blood work done. They wouldn't do that, so I had to get my blood work done again. And then we did like a scan of my stomach, and they say I have gastroenteritis. And so they prescribed me some medicines. But then they said I have to come back for an endoscopy, which is where they go down your throat, I guess. But then I get a call from the nurse, and then they didn't even schedule it. And I keep asking, how much does this cost? How much does this cost? Like, well, we don't really know. Ask the nurse. And the nurse is like, oh, I don't handle that kind of stuff. And like, they keep trying to like go to somebody else because they won't even tell you what things cost and anything. Like, it's actually unreal. The terrible service that these places give you. And I don't want to go to another hospital and have to go through that same process again before I can like get whatever this is. And like, so I was like, so if you already know it's gastroenteritis and I'm supposed to take the antibiotics for it, why do I have to come back here and get an endoscopy? And like, he was like, oh, we just need to run a couple tests on you. I'm like, what tests? And he's like, oh, blood work. I'm like, didn't you just do the blood work 2 seconds ago? And he's like, well, yes. And I'm like, then what are you talking? Like, I was like, what are you talking about? So I don't even know why I'm going in to do the endoscopy if they already know what it is, but potentially they just don't know what it is, and they're just telling me it's gastroenteritis. And this endoscopy only gets the upper part of my stomach anyway. I can't even see the lower part of my stomach. So then they told me, and they didn't even tell me this, they tried to get me to stay overnight. They literally go, oh, you have to stay overnight so that we can do the endoscopy. And I'm like, why would I have to stay overnight? I can just come back in the morning. I live 10 minutes away. Like, what? And the doctor's like, well, I guess you could do that. Like, what? And then he didn't even schedule my appointment for the endoscopy in the morning. So I get a call from the nurse 5 minutes ago, and she says, you didn't stay overnight at the hospital? Well, what about your colonoscopy? I'm like, what? And apparently, I was supposed to get a colonoscopy too. I said, what are you talking? Not a chance. Nothing's going near that. Are you like what? Are you pebble? Like what? No one even mentioned anything about a colonoscopy. All they said is the endoscopy, which is the one that goes down your throat. And I'm like, why? Why would I have to stay overnight? And she's like, because you have to drink a. I don't know why you would have to stay over. There's no reason for it. And so these people are actually the most unprofessional, delusional, useless. I'm learning this from every doctor. They are the most useless person. I'm actually going to like some African camp where they do tiki stuff on you or something. Like, I've never seen more useless people in my entire life. Now I'm still home, so sick. I feel so bad. Now I have another hole in my arm right there. Jesus Christ, man. Right there. Oh, you can't see it. Right there. Unreal. From the blood, I still feel nauseous. I don't know what to do, because if I end up going to a different hospital, I'm sure they're going to restart the entire process, have me do everything again. At the hospital, I took 4 shots. Apparently, the nurse couldn't even get a hold of me because I was taking a shot. Not that, who knows? Not the nurse, this other lady. Like the receptionist or something that was trying to give me these paperwork or something. So apparently, they prescribed me, I don't know if these are the right drugs or what. They prescribed me ciproflagy, omeprazole, and prozamatite. So, one's for... They don't even tell you what they're for. The prozamatite are for nausea. That's good. I don't know. The other ones don't say anything. But he literally told me you can't take... You can't take one of these with another one because it's like you can't take 2 of them together. But he didn't tell me which 2. He didn't tell me which 2 I can't take together. Dude, these people, like these people, I don't understand how they're doctors. I don't understand it. I don't understand how they're doctors. So now I'm literally dying. Now I went to 2 doctors and a hospital. And they're still completely useless. I literally can't even stomach a bowl of soup. Like, my stomach. And they tell me my spleen is apparently enlarged. But they didn't tell me any more about it. And then I said, is it really bad? And they're like, well, it's just slightly enlarged. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what? I have to literally ask all these questions, and he doesn't even give me straight answers to any of them. So I just literally left the doctor's office or hospital not even really knowing, like, anything. Like, what? Like, I'm literally just gonna die. Like, so, like, I don't understand. Like, I feel so sick and cold and tired and horrible. And, dude, since they didn't even set up my appointment, this nurse goes, okay, call me in the morning and just head to the hospital. Like, what? Set up an appointment, you brain dead nurse. So apparently, I just have to call this woman up. She didn't even give me a time. I go, should I wake up at 7? Should I wake up at 8? She just goes, oh, the earliest you can. I'm like, okay, so is that 6? Like, what do you mean the earliest I can? Like, what time is that? Like, what time am I going to have the robot stuck down my throat? I'd like to know that. Like, what? So I don't even know what time I'm supposed to go to the hospital. Apparently, I'm just going to set an alarm for 7. And just go in at 7, I guess. So, I don't know, our medical system, I don't know, do you get better doctors in South Africa? Because, like, this is actually, I've never seen worse medical care. I've never seen worse medical care in my entire life. Like, should I actually rate them negative 30 stars? Lone Star State for a reason, because the doctors are brain-dead morons. I'm maybe going to try to eat this mice grass soup. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so cold right now. I need to go lay down, but at the same time I go lay down and my entire body. So I guess I have an infection in my stomach and then potentially something's wrong with my spleen. I don't know. I don't even know what they're going to be able to see on the thing. They said they can't even see like the bottom of my stomach. So like, God, I don't know what to do. And if this doesn't work, I guess I'm going to have to go to a different hospital. Jesus Christ. So, I guess this is what's commonly known as literally pressing on to the brink of despair. Also been getting no donations, and I have no way to pay my bills, and I have absolutely nothing in my life, and no one in my life to help me, and I literally just have nothing. Like, I actually have nothing. Like, maybe I'd rather just die anyway. I don't really want to die from a spleen enlargement, though. That sounds really painful. I'd like to die a nice, peaceful death having sex with a hot girl or something. Not useful, at least. The maestro shall not fall, the maestro shall not die, and the maestro will never give up. Let me know if you guys see... I live in Houston, Texas, so let me know if you guys know of any good hospitals or someone who's not just completely worthless beyond renown. Like, I've never seen a more useless doctor. And now I gotta figure out what the hell is wrong with my lip. I don't understand. I don't understand what could possibly be wrong with my lip. I'm right here, but inside. I don't know what could be wrong with it. I'm literally dying. I feel so bad. Myself.